All right, welcome back to another live stream on the official Innings 26 YouTube channel. I'm your host JayFish, and we are back with the White Sox deck today. After almost a month, we did not stream the last Monday that we would have normally had a stream on this channel because it was Memorial Day, and pretty much any, I guess, government holidays or holidays in general that fall on stream days, pretty much from here on out, we're probably going to be taking off those days, which is why we did not stream on Memorial Day and happened to be a 9i stream. And if we miss a stream, we just skip over it, stay on our schedule, and come back. So that's why it's been 4 weeks to the day since the last time we streamed. So it's been a while, but it actually helped us get a lot of resources to be able to have a big stream tonight and kind of carry that momentum in through June and close to the All-Star break when we do our big pack opening with the stuff that comes out around then. It's hard to believe that All-Star break is about a month away now, where we're closer to the All-Star break than we were the opening start of the season. Time is flying by. But let me know in the chat, how's your team doing? How are we feeling and stuff about the MLB in general? And any big headlines we can talk about. Obviously, we got the NBA Finals going on as well, and the College World Series. So we have lots to talk about in the sports world. Good time right now. And I guess NHL too. I don't really watch hockey, but I know that those finals are going on also. But feels good to be back. Welcome back, everybody. And also, I apologize for us being a little bit late on stream today. We did run into some technical difficulties. My producer let you guys know in the chat that we ran into some technical difficulties. And it turns out, I don't know if OBS had a recent update or what, but my stream or my software crashed twice. Once when I was just setting things up, and then the second time when I tried to start the stream the first time, it crashed again. And each time it crashed, I had to reset everything back up and go through my checklist, and we finally were able to get it going. So I don't know what was going on. It's never done crash twice on me before, but here we are. We're able to stream. That's all that matters. And I guess let's get this thing going. And also, let me change this right here so I can hear everything. There we go. All right, so we're good to go there. And rundown for today. So we are going to be covering the update that came out at the end of May. So it's been a little bit since then, but it was a very minor update. We shouldn't spend too long on that. We also got 5th Historics in the game. We'll show off all those Supreme cards that come with it as well, the 5 players. Then after that, we're going to be opening more All Historic boxes. And if we get any Supreme packs, we'll open those up. And then we're going to open the 3,000 star Sig pack just because I don't think we'll open up packs the rest of this month. And we might as well just open it up so we can, since it's once per month. And then after that, we're going to work on Eddie Matthews, who we made a black diamond in the last stream. We got him all the way pretty much upgraded since then off stream. I still got to do other trainers, but we're waiting to see what skills and stuff we get. But this is what he's looking like. Train is not going to stay like this for sure. It depends on what we get skills wise, but this card's pretty much fully upgraded, special train and everything. All we got to do tonight is try to get a good 3/3/2 or higher legend set on him. We'll see what happens, but that's what we're gonna be doing after that, and then we'll be doing our giveaway at the end of the stream like we've been doing ever since the start of the season back in April, and this will be at least through the rest of this year. We'll be giving away 1,000 stars to 10 lucky winners for a total of 10,000 stars tonight at the end of the stream via Nightbot. All you got to do is be in the stream. We'll have a giveaway keyword. You guys put that in the chat, it'll enter you in, and then we'll choose the 10 lucky winners, just like we've been doing for the past 2 months now. So that's the rundown for the stream. And also, if we pull someone good from the Supreme packs or 3,000 star Sig pack that could replace someone on our team or be very useful, then we will work on them as well, possibly in this one, and push Eddie off. I don't know. It just depends on who we pull and what we're looking for. But besides that, that's where we're at with this squad and everything. Since the last time we streamed almost a month ago. So that's the update. That's what we're gonna be doing. Also, coupon code tonight for the normal coupon that just gets sent out just because of the stream is a premium vintage pack and a league ball recharge ticket. And then we have a bonus coupon code if we hit 150 likes tonight on this stream. We'll be giving out the bonus coupon code, which is a skill training ticket and league ball recharge ticket as well. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button for us. Try and get there as quick as possible to 150 likes to get that bonus coupon code. And then also, let me add this and throw this back up there. Sorry for a second. This did not save when I was setting it up, and I just tried to start the stream as fast as possible. Trying to get this back up to show you guys. Boom. Just put that right there. And then let's center it. We finally got the asset on the stream for this, so let's just do center, boom. All right, so we also have the regular season milestone YouTube subscriber reward going on right now. I think we're past, I don't know if we're past 33 or 34,000, but either which way, here are the numbers that we're trying to hit during the regular season of the MLB season going on right now. And then once we hit these on the YouTube channel, they get sent out to everybody. So that's going on as well. So if you guys are new and haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. We would highly appreciate that as well. All right, that's the rundown. Any questions from you guys before I start getting into things? By the way, let's see who's in here. We got Derek, welcome back from Kansas. Good to see you here, brother. Allen County, what is up? We got Kyle, good to see you. MD Hurst, glad you can make it. And yeah, this one was on, not on Come To Us side, it was on my side in terms of my OBS on my computer. So technically it was my fault, even though I don't know what OBS was doing. But yeah, that one was on me. I'm not gonna let them take the fall for the late stream or late start. Technically, it was my end. Larry Justice, welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. We got Yanarazo. Good to see you. Michael, what is up? 84, my savior. Glad you can make it. K-Cow, good to see you here, brother. I was late fish, and I can't even deny it. I mean, it is what it is. Life happens, right? Marcus, good to see you here as well. Chris, glad you can make it. 84, my savior. Just got Workhorse 332 on your good in 85. Any suggestions? You know what? Let's have the chat give some suggestions on that one too. I need to look at the Gooden to see what his stats are looking like too. I need to go look at that card before I give any real suggestions. Andrew, what is up? Got Mr. Perfect 333 on a 5-pitch 71 base player with last boss. Should I green for Pico and get ace since I don't have one? Boss ain't bad, but it is, I think, still pretty good nerf skill. You can go for Pico, especially on a 5-pitch. What's the other one that is like the reverse of Pico that we got two on the same set on my Reds account? What's the other skill that's kind of, you don't want a lot of pitches on it? Obviously you don't want that, but I'm trying to think of that now that I brought up Pico. You can try and go for ace on since you don't have one, and that is that's gonna be a good set, but I wouldn't try to only go for that. It's tough though. Green for Pico and get ace. I say if you get one of those two, it's good, but definitely if you get Pico with it being a 5-pitch, that's good. That would be good. Definitely would like that. If you can get ace too, that would be great, but it just depends on resources too. I don't know what you're working with resources wise. Judge being out is killing you, but the Knicks in the finals are great. Yes, Judge, I feel like he's due for one decent injury for the 10-day IL, at least one per season. It's how it's been. But hopefully he gets back soon. And then obviously the Knicks, yeah, any New York Knicks fans out there. How long has it been since they got a title? I think it was the 70s. Last time I think they were in the finals, was that 99? And I think they played the Spurs as well. Do you think the Spurs get back on track and win game 3 here after that tough game 2 loss when they could have easily won it? That bad turnover by Victor and then misses that game-winning shot too. That was a good game, man. Bo Nix, welcome in, by the way. Preacher Man, what is up? Good to see you. Z Marzo, glad you can make it as well. 34,300. So yeah, appreciate you updating me on that. I thought we were past 34, but I couldn't remember. So we already hit the first two. Now we got 35 and 36. Premium skill trainer and premium skill change should get sent out to literally everybody. Doesn't matter if you watch streams or not. So Eder, glad you can make it. Speedy, good to see you as well. The FALM, good to see you. Glad you can make it. I know you got to go, but I appreciate you stopping in. Aran, glad you can make it. Is it going to be an all Supreme players team? No, but it could eventually end up being that the longer we do it. So just depends on what we get. On all 5 pitches, yes. Pico, you would love to get. If you can get ace too, that would be great, especially if you don't have anyone else. But Pico, I would focus on that with them being a 5-pitch. Exactly what C Mike said. Craftsmanship, that's what it was. Craftsmanship. Because I pulled craftsmanship and Pico, I think, on my Aaron Harang on my Reds deck. And I can't remember how many pitches he had, but obviously one of those skills is going to be good when the other one's not. So we got to blue off of that. But let's see. Alan, good to see you here as well. Bonafide, glad you can make it. 99, yes, I thought so. 53 years is hard to believe. 53 years. Just think about Jalen Brunson and that whole squad and what that'll mean to New York. How like they'll instantly be legends. That's crazy to think. All right, so if you guys just start joining, haven't said hello, say what is up, but we got to get this thing started. We already started stream a little bit late due to some technical difficulties, but in terms of the squad, I just showed you what Eddie Matthews was look like earlier. Pretty much everything else has stayed the same, so that's where we're at with the squad right now. And then I believe, was it on this squad that we got a catcher Supreme? Or was it a different one? Maybe it was a different team. No, it wasn't this team. Was it? Oh yeah, no, we did. We got Johnny Bench. So we're gonna work on Eddie Matthews' skills tonight. Don't know if we'll have time to work on Johnny Bench because you guys chose to work on Eddie Matthews to replace the third base because AJ was already a Black Diamond Sig. We only had a Diamond normal Sig Moncada, I think, over there at third base, and you guys voted to work on Eddie Matthews. But eventually, we will work on this Johnny Bench that I think we got in the last stream to then replace our AJ Pierzynski at catcher. But we already have the Black Diamond AJ right now. There's other needs besides him. Obviously, we definitely could do better than him, especially with where this card's at, no doubt. But because we have other diamonds that we need to make Black Diamonds and get skill sets on first, AJ's not the highest priority right there, which is why you guys chose Eddie Matthews. We still got to figure out first base, second base, right field, and then bullpen as well before we really focus on that. Now that I remember, I thought we pulled Johnny Bench, but that was a great pull right there, and eventually he will be replacing AJ unless we get a better catcher, I guess. So that's the rundown on where the squad's at as well. So before we get into the updates, real quick, we're going to talk about the events going on really quickly. We got this stamp rally event. I think this is a new event. I don't think we've had it before. I could be wrong. But essentially, there's missions that you can complete. Once you complete them, you can go through and collect these stamps. At each stamp, I think you get a bonus, or each row, you get a bonus reward. Essentially, you click on it, you select the tile, and then you can click on stamp. It's the more missions you complete, the more you can do. And I think they open each day. So once this finishes up to 28, you guys can collect all your stamps, and then you have total stamps collected rewards right here all the way up to 27. You get a signature pack and everything else here. Pretty simple event. Any questions, let me know. And I think if you click on this image right here, it gives you a reward. I can't remember if you do, but normally when you click and it does that little like blue square thing that you can get something from it. If anyone can remember what you get from that, I think you get something from it, but I can't remember. Having short-term memory loss, but that event's going on right now. Any questions, let me know. We also got the June update timeline haul. So we have the 10th anniversary history gallery event that's going on all the way up to October. So essentially we already talked about May last month. Now that it's June, the June door opened. If you go in, if you click through all these live update histories, it will give you the check mark and everything that you need. And then if you click on these right here, the League Plus, they give you League Ball recharge tickets. So that's cool right there. And then obviously we just got to keep waiting until October to really get what we want out of this event, which we get our coins and everything each month, and then we can utilize them in the main event hall that opens in October, which is when the 10th anniversary of 9 Innings is, which is crazy to believe it's been a decade, y'all. I've already been doing this. It'll be 5 years in October. Half the time this game's been around, we've been streaming, much less this game has been around for a decade. Time just flies, y'all. Time flies. And then also, we got the 5th Historic Player Call-Up event. We got the new 5th Historic Players in the game, which we're going to cover in a second. But it's the same event. I don't think really anything has changed. Exactly how it was in the 4th. And you still have everything the same. So any questions on it, let me know. But I guess we'll go ahead and collect this stuff for tonight. Since we're already there, take another premium skill change ticket right there, and then eventually probably take a sig pack for eventual pack opening. So that's it for the events that are new. Any questions, let me know. But that pretty much does it for what's going on event-wise. Okay, let's see. Now it's time to do the update, and we'll cover the 5th Historic Players, and then we'll get in the boxes, packs, work on Eddie, and then hopefully it's not too late. Well, we're going to do the giveaway no matter what, but hopefully we didn't delay too late for it to be a super late stream. So let's go ahead and go to the news section, and let's find the update notice from May, which is kind of old news at this point, given that was May 27th, and it's been almost 2 weeks since then. But essentially, very, very minor update. A lot of UI stuff changed right here that you guys can read through. Really don't need to go through and read all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, don't really need to show much of this. They did change it to now in the ability menu. When you click on a player, you can see their pitches there now instead. That's kind of nice. I like that. New difficulty got added to the analysis lab. that called Expert, so you can really test your team now. Because I'm not gonna lie, the very hard, I think, which was the highest one before that. I mean, even my Reds team was starting to win most of the games there. So it's nice to have a different way to different tier for Expert right there. You can also do some more in-depth stuff with testing things and different skills with the other teams to really figure out what works for your squad and what doesn't. Some bulk apply features, cool collection improvements and stuff like that. You can now see pitch types right here from just clicking on the player's information. And then I think that's really it for the update. Probably the most minor update we've had this year, at least, in terms of what was new. It was really a lot of UI, condensing, consolidating, just easier stuff to be able to access. So very, very minor update. Any questions on it, let me know. But yeah, it was not really that much of a... Not a lot of new stuff. Just a lot of little minor changes and stuff, which doesn't shock me given that we had the big update around start of the season. June, we're kind of in the middle between, end of May, June, we're kind of in between opening day and All-Star game. So I'm assuming end of June should be a bigger update / July when we get around the All-Star break, just like it has in the years past. So kind of figured a minor update was coming here in June. But that's what got added. Again, anything, let me know. Any questions, but... All right, and then last but not least, let's talk about the... Let's see. Where are the 5th historic players? There's a notice on it. I think maybe in this one? Nope, that's not it. Where was the notice that talked about the 5th historic players? Is it not on here anymore? Did it time out? Oh, no, there it is, I think. Yeah, there it is. All right, so new historic players that are highlighted this time around. We got the 5th historic package and then all historic. The new highlighted, we got Alfonso Soriano, we got Juan, Carlton, Don, and Tim. Those are the 5 highlighted players here in the 5th historic draft player list that you can get from those packs. Obviously, you can still open up the all historics if you want a chance to get all of them, but if you really want to get one of these, the 5th historic ones are the way to go. Those are the only ones you can get. And we'll check out all these cards here in a second, show you what they're looking like. And then besides that, I think everything pretty much stayed the same. Just new highlighted players, and that's it. Let me know if there's any of these players that you guys would like for your team that are highlighted as well. And the Yankees decks want this Soriano, I'm assuming you do. Giants, Juan, of course. Any Red Sox. I mean, honestly, you don't have to be this team either. I mean, if you get this card, doesn't matter what team you are because they had their set deck no matter what. But obviously, if it's a team player, it's cool to get too. We got Carlton, Don. Any Dodgers decks want that, Tim? Let me know. Let me know down in the chat what your thoughts are on these highlighted players as well. All right, so let's go ahead and show these off. Just got a new Supreme batter and upgraded them. We'll brag them at the end if we have time. Perfect. Yes, and we should have time, hopefully. I'm going to try and get through this as quick as possible. Channel 777 is where we'll be looking at cards in the chat at the end of the stream if we have time. Just letting you guys know if you guys would like to show off cards, and we are able to get to it at the end, even with the delayed start. All right, let's see the collection real quick. Let's see. So we got Carlton right here, and then I believe we can just go ahead and let's see which ones were new. So Carlton, obviously it says new right there. That's what that card's looking like with the stats. And with him being a catcher, if we pulled him tonight, I for sure would use him, I think, over Johnny Bench. 77 base, look at these stats. Grade 5 tool player, first of all, as well. That's actually insane. Looking at all this, 79 field, pretty solid batting stats. Speed's even up there as well. 77 base, I think he's the highest rated catcher now. In terms of Supremes, yeah, he is. Johnny Bench is a 75. So the highest catcher before him was Johnny Bench and Joe at 75s. And now we have Carlton, who is a 77. So if we end up pulling Carlton Fisk before we can work on Johnny Bench to replace AJ, which that'll be down the line because we still have first base, second base, and right field to do because they're still diamonds. And then obviously in the bullpen, we still need to replace our last diamond bullpen guy as well. So it'll be a little bit before we replace AJ with the Supreme. So if we get Carlton before we work on Johnny to replace him, obviously we'll use Carlton instead because He's the best one now. So. Let's see. Check the parentheses. Oh, let me see. I should mention that his stats won't make sense for his legend skill. Gotcha. Gotcha. Appreciate you letting me know. Remind me as well when I start looking at cards in the chat, by the way. All right, so that's that. Let's see. Let's change back to all positions. Ability. Let's not do that. Let's just reset this real quick. So who are all the new ones we had? We had Carlton, who's being highlighted as well. I believe... Soriano right here, also a new player as well. As you can see highlighted there. And that's what his stats are looking like. 76 base. Eyes a little bit lower, but besides that, everything else looks super nice. So that's Soriano right there. Let's see... I think, yeah, Tim is highlighted. We already had him in the game before. That's what that card is looking like. 78 base, one of the highest you can get. A beautiful card right there. And then we also had, who else? Who else was highlighted, y'all? I'm blanking. I literally just covered this and I'm already blanking. Oh, I need to look at pictures. Sorry, I just realized that I was on. I think that's all that matters. Let's see. We have Sutton right here. Where is Sutton at? I believe he was already in the game. Why? Oh, there he is. Okay, there's Sutton right there. That's what he's looking like, a 76 base. And then we also got Juan, the two pitchers. 78 base there for Juan versus 76. So Juan would be obviously a little bit better than Don in terms of basic stats. But those are the highlighted fifth players and what their stats are looking like. Yes, appreciate you, Baseball on everything. Welcome in. 2018, welcome in, brother. Good to see you. It's been a little bit. How you doing, my man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I forgot that they divide them up by batter and pitcher. I'm kind of getting more used to Rivals Index system where it has all the cards, whether they're batter or pitcher, by default. So it kind of threw me off for a second. I forgot that this divides it out automatically. All right, so that's it with the new players. And if we get Fisk, like I said, Johnny Bench, who we got in the last stream, was tied for the highest with Joe Mauer for the base for catcher. But now that Fisk is in the game, if we get him before we replace AJ, which will be a little bit, that's who we'll be working on. So if we get Carlton, cool. If not, we have Johnny. I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. Alrighty, so let's see. I think that's it for all the new stuff. And I think let's go ahead. Let's open up the all historic boxes, see what we get. If we get some Supreme packs, obviously we'll open them up. We don't have any. I think we'll get the cumulative reward on the next set of 10 that we do, but we have 10 right here. Obviously, we're looking for the Supreme pack right here. We also have the signature packs and stuff as well. I believe in the last stream, we opened up 10 of these and we got 2 SIGs, I think 3 Supreme packs. That was insane luck. Will it happen again? I highly doubt it, but last time we had a crazy, crazy luck. And then we'll open up the vintage packs as well and see if we can get a legend today. I don't know what our total is at on this team, but it's crazy for this team, and we've only been doing it for just a little over a year how many we've gotten. All right, so Kaching is back today. Let's see how many Supreme packs we get out of this, if we get any at all. 3, 2, 1. Got the new animation right here. And we start with 3 premium field change tickets, which, you know what? Though it's the lowest base tier reward that we can get, I'm not complaining because we're using the Knights on Eddie Matthews for sure. So I ain't complaining about that. Been doing well, busy, but glad to be here. Glad you're here, my man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Busy is not a bad thing, depending on what you're busy with. And I know that you got a lot on your plate. So you do your thing. You do your thing, my man. But we also gotta stay on track too. Gotta stay on track. Busy can be good, but it can also be bad. But I'm glad that it's a good busy. I'm glad to hear that. All right, let's see. Next up, next Kaching, number 2. All right, so we get 3 greens. Do we really need greens? Let's be honest. Given how many greens we need, no. But you know what? I'll never complain about getting greens, I guess. Unless I don't get a Supreme, then I'll probably complain a little bit. But come on, next one, 3rd time's the charm. Let's see that Supreme pack right here, baby. Come on. All right, 3 more premium skill change tickets. Looks like we're really trying to get a set on Eddie tonight, even though I have a feeling we're still gonna get cheesed on the upgrading session. All right, premium legend skill change ticket. That's a little bit better. I like that. We're getting a lot of upgrade materials here. We're about halfway through. You know what? I think last month's luck took all the luck from getting a Supreme Pack tonight, and as soon as I say that, we pull a Supreme Pack. Thank you. Can we get a hashtag dub in the chat? Holy cow! Hashtag dub in the chat. So we got 1 Supreme Pack in the first 5 packs. Halfway through, we got 1 pack. If we don't get another pack, that's fine. The odds are what, 10%? So if we get 1 through 10, that's fine. I'm surprised we actually got one after the luck we had last month, like I said. But you know what? There's one. We're guaranteed a Supreme player tonight. I ain't complaining. 5 more. Can we get 1 more in this second half? All right, back to premium skill change tickets. That's fine. I don't care what we get now. We got our Supreme pack. Makes for an actual pretty good pack opening. All right, more premiums. What is that? 12 we've gotten already? Diamond Trainer Crew ticket. I actually will not complain about that at all. I will take that. Let's see what we get right here. Launch angle control. You know what? Cool. I'm actually not upset about that at all. 2 left. Come on, 1 more. I spoke it into existence. I said I wanted 1 more, and they said, here you go. All right, we're at 2. Hashtag 2 W's in the chat. Come on now. We're trying to get that all Supreme team. Last one. Come on. And then another premium legend skill change ticket. We had a pretty good end, or second half, right there. Diamond Trainer, premium legend skill change ticket, and then another Supreme pack. I'll take it. I'll take it. I ain't complaining. Hashtag rigged. You already know it, y'all. I was shocked that we got 2 Supreme packs of this. I thought after how bad or how great the pack luck we had from the boxes last stream was, that it would cheese us this month. Because we've had some really dry months leading up to last month. And no, it seems like that luck is staying here into June. All right, so we got those, but before we do anything else, let's open these premium vintage packs. Let's see if we get another legend right here. We got 34. Nothing there to start. Did we get any of the players that are highlighted? No, okay. All right. Last 4. Will we see a legend? And no legend today. And you know what? That's okay. Honestly, let's be honest. Legends aren't what they used to be. And let's just hope tonight, y'all. Carlton would be great. Obviously, he'll be of use. He'll replace AJ over Johnny replacing him. Carlton would be great. One of the new players. Would love to get him. But y'all know who we're still going for on this team. You already know. There's a reason why we're opening the all Supreme player packs and not the 5th historic set. To try and get Carlton. The reason we're still opening these up is Ken Griffey Jr. We've been trying to get Ken Griffey Jr. on this team for such a long time. Or really all of our teams, until we got him on the Angels deck back in April. Or I guess, was that March, I think? End of March. We brought back that team out of retirement after a year for 2 streams. We got Ken Griffey Jr. over there. And then back in April, on my Reds deck, I pulled Ken Griffey Jr. from a Supreme pack. That was available for purchase from the team value, I think, set B package. The 1 pack I've opened, Supreme pack I've opened on my Reds team, I got him. Now the last team that we need to get Ken Griffey Jr. on, right here, is my White Sox deck. To complete the trio, the 3-peat. Let's try and get Ken Griffey Jr. on my active team, not the retired one, in the Angels. Let's get hashtag the kid in chat. Can we finally see him on the White Sox deck? Obviously, Carlton would be great, but let's do this thing. Come on, baby. If we get the kid tonight, if we get Ken Griffey Jr., well, we're working on it tonight. That's all I'm going to say. Come on, let's see that Mariners. Let's see that Mariners logo. And no, we got a Guardian. Shortstop. We got Lou. You know, this is a nice card. Not bad at all, especially given the 79 fielding in a shortstop as well. But sadly, I like Lou. He ain't replacing Jeter. Come on now. I know he has the better fielding at 79 over 75. And I know I need to go back and work on this Jeter still, trust me. But I ain't working on that card when we already have Jeter over there. So I like Lou, but you know what? Where are we at? Can we do a combo too? Handsome Lou, I know, man. He definitely, man, yeah. It just stinks that we already had Jeter for him, I should say. I don't know, man. We have Johnny. Obviously, we don't want to use Johnny. Do we have anyone in backup that we could do a combo tonight? No, we already did a combo, I think, last stream, so we won't be able to do that tonight. Sobi, what's up, by the way? Welcome in. James, good to see you. Unfortunate that I think they're the same base at, what, 76 too? All right, last chance at the kid. Carlton would be awesome too. The new catcher, highest base catcher now at 77. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's see it, please. Three-peat right here. All right, nope, we got the Braves logo, third base. And it's... What a pool. What a beautiful pool right there. It's not the kid, it's not Carlton. I'm a little sad, y'all. Technically, Chipper's a little bit better in terms of the basic stats. What, he's a 76 base compared to... There's Chipper's stats. Those batting stats are just so good, man. He's a 76 base. We could put him at DH. Yeah, we could put him at DH for sure. Which means... You know what? That does work. Yeah, we could put him at DH. With those batting stats, we can keep Eddie there. I like that, 2018. For a second, I was thinking, oh, we already have Frank Thomas at DH. Frank Thomas will just move to first base. Put Chipper in at DH. And that takes away our need for the first baseman. Because we're not getting rid of Frank Thomas, I guess, unless we get a Supreme, but even then, this Frank Thomas is going to be tough to beat right now. Given the skill set and trying to get something better than that. 3-3-2 on the Supreme one will probably take a little bit if we eventually get it. But either which way, and I like the double the skills for set deck for it being a SIG anyways. So, and I think the stats are almost the same exact on the Supreme. I think he has 60 speed instead, something like that. So I think that's what we do. I think Chipper will be worked on for our DH given the batting stats, how crazy those are. Who were we were gonna put someone at first base or someone at DH between Frank Thomas and who was it? Was it Jim Thome? Who were we going to put at first base or slash DH with them? I think it was a team SIG. Yeah. Yeah, this is who we were going to... Okay, so we were going to put either Frank Thomas or Jim Thome at first base. Frank would have gone to first base because he has a little bit of a higher fielding than Jim. But when we pulled Thome, the original goal was to put Frank Thomas at first and then move Thome into DH eventually, given how good his batting stats are. But now that we got a very good batting Supreme in Chipper Jones, it's a no-brainer that we're going to put Chipper at DH since he's a third baseman and we already have Eddie. And he's a really good batter. We're going to put Chipper at DH with those batting stats, one of the best that you can get too. And then we're going to put Frank Thomas at first base. So, yeah. Thome was who we was going to put there. I was trying to think who we were going to put at DH when we put Frank Thomas to first, but now we're going to put Frank Thomas at first like we were going to do, and we'll put Chipper Jones as Supreme there. Keep Eddie Matthews there at third. Actually, I guess either one could go at third base. They have very similar fielding, so I guess I'll keep Eddie there and keep Chipper at DH. It doesn't really matter, so. But yeah, that's actually really good right there. I'll take it. Now we're just still trying to get Ken Griffey Jr. out there in right field. That's the last piece we're missing, and then obviously Carlton would be cool, but we already have Johnny Bench. So you know what? I'll take that as a dub right there. Chipper Jones, first time pulling him, I think, between Legend, since he was a Legend, and Supreme, since he got out of Supreme. So you know what? I'll take it. 2 Braves Supremes now, tied with the Yankees for the most, I think. Yeah, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, so we aren't going to work on Chipper tonight. I don't think we'll have time. But I'm thinking in the next stream, what we'll probably end up doing is working on Chipper. And then when we do that, we'll put Chipper in the DH, Frank Thomas the first, and that'll get rid of our first baseman need. That's a diamond sig right now that needs to be upgraded. So that's what we'll do. Probably in the next stream, we'll probably work on Chipper. But we don't have time to do all the upgrades on Chipper like we normally would do. We only have time to work on Eddie Matthews tonight, who we worked on the last stream, and now we just got to try and get a skill set on him. So it's 7:40. Let's try and see if we can get a skill set on Eddie. Eddie DH, yeah, I think Eddie technically has a little bit lower fielding, so we probably will move Eddie there eventually, but it's so similar. Is it going to make a huge difference? It's really going to come down to trainers and stuff too, and what their fielding looks like based off their relative skills too. So because their field is so similar, depending on the skills and how we train the card, I guess whoever has the fielding at that point is who will be playing third base versus DH. But yes, technically Chipper Jones, based off of basic stats, would be the third baseman. I think what did he have, 67 field? Did I see that correctly? All right, cool. I'll take it. Ain't complaining. All right, so we got 77 premium skill change tickets, and we got 5 total legend skill change tickets, plus we'll probably get a couple back from the mileage system. Yeah, we'll get at least 2 more if we take that many. So hopefully we don't have to use that many, but here we go. Eddie Matthews, worked on him in the last stream. Can we finally get a good skill set on him? It's time to see. All right. I'm gonna say it takes 10 on the dot, double digits, 10 on the dot to get our first legend skill tonight. Let me know in the chat what you guys are thinking, how many it's gonna take. And also, if you guys are just now joining and have not already hit that like button, the goal is to hit 150 likes to get the bonus coupon code of a skill training ticket and league ball recharge ticket sent out this end of the stream, along with a normal coupon code as well. So if you haven't liked, go ahead and do so. If you're new and haven't subscribed, we highly appreciate it as well. I don't know how many likes we're at, but how fast can we get there? 9, 14, 15. Seeing a couple of 9s in there. 52 from MJ. I hope you're wrong, MJ, but I wouldn't be shocked. 2018 says 19. It's almost double my guess. Melissa says 8. Okay. All right, we're already coming up on 7. Still nothing. I really hope we don't use our resources and can save some for Chipper in the next stream. That would be beautiful. All right, 9. And look at that. It's a beautiful 1-1-2 Pioneer set. Love it. Sarcastically. So who said 9? I saw a couple of 9s there at the start. So Derek and 84 My Savior called 9. Shout out to them on getting that guess right. Well, if only if it was a higher level set. Good skill, obviously, but not the levels we want to see, sadly. I mean, at this point, depending on the time and everything, I might just stick with the 3-3-1 or higher and then come back to this card eventually, because I really want to save some resources for Chipper next stream. So if we get a 3-3-1, I might let it slide and come back to it down the road, just for Chipper's sake, but we'll see. That's endgame trust, Andrew. That's what I'm telling you, y'all. It's a sleeper set right there. Yeah, 3-3-1 or better, Bo. I'm with you. Because of Chipper. Obviously, there's other guys to work on, and it would still make sense to just do a 3-3-1 or higher today. But now that we got Chipper, and that's who we're most likely going to be working on the next stream, I want to save some resources for him. Because this is a month of saving resources, and we could still blow through it like it's nothing. So I think we'll lower our standards on Eddie right here, and then come back to him down the road like we did with some other guys. Get a 3-3-3, I would love to, trust me. This one will take 11. Let's see if Melissa's right. All right, coming up 11. Melissa, this is where we make or break. We break. Man, if only we got that 3-3-3 right there on the Pioneer set. Wouldn't that have been nice? Bad ball hitter 3-3-2, I would take that all day. And then we pull another 1-1-2, just like the Pioneer set with Contact Master. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. This game, man. 1-1-2s. First 2 skills. Let's go. Yes. Back to back. And we got Batter's Chem on a dude that we're not going to use it on. Beautiful. You know, I guess I'll keep it on him, though. Do we even have a Batter's Chem guy yet? I don't even know if we have a Batter's Chem guy. Do we? No, we don't have a Batter's Chem guy. I don't think any of these cards have a Batter's Chem in their backup set. And if they do, they won't be used. I guess technically down the road it's possible that Eddie Matthews could be on the bench, even as the Supreme player. So I guess we'll just keep that set and keep rolling on the Pioneer one, just to give us options down the road if Eddie doesn't make it on the team eventually. So cool, but I don't see him being there anytime soon, unfortunately. Why can't we do that on our Quentin or something? All right, so we've seen 3. We got back-to-back. Come on, baby. We're continuing to push. Looks my luck. This luck here on this account with the upgrading is always normally pretty brutal. Few and far between. The pack luck on this account's been crazy. Getting the skills and upgrades has been the tough part. You know, a legend. Obviously, I want to get on a legend, no doubt. I have Lou Gehrig, and that's who is going to be our legend batter on the bench once we get to that point. And we'll try and roll for batter's chem on him. But until we do that, it'll still be nice to have some sort of batter's chem, even if it's not a legend. But yes, obviously, if you want a legend with batter's chem or pitcher's chem. So not only are we getting 1-1-2s, that's the third one we've seen. They all are happening 1-1-2 the same. That's the third time we've seen a 1-1-2. And another batter's chem, back-to-back batter's chem. And actually, every single legend set, we've pulled 4 legend sets, and I just realized all of them have been a 1-1-2. This one was just reversed, a 2-1-1. They've all been 1-1-2s. Can we just get something different? At this point, I would just like to see it mix up and give me a 1-1-1, just so it's not a 1-1-2. Just to mix it up. Come on, man. 3-3-2 at 20. I think we're past that now. I don't know what we started with. What, like 70? 77? I don't just smell sarcasm, I can taste it. Yes. Well, you know what? It wasn't a 1-1-2. It wasn't even a 1-1-1. We finally got something different than a 1-1-2, y'all. We got a 3-3-1 with Pioneer. One level off of a 3-3-2 or higher to be endgame. But you know what? I'm sticking to my word. I'm sticking to my word. Because we have Chipper to work on next stream, we're just gonna stick with this set for now and come back to Eddie. Because we have Chipper to work on next stream, I don't want to blow through all my resources. If that's the highest level set we've gotten through 5 legend skill sets, we're just gonna stick with it today, and we'll come back to this card, just like we've done in the past with some others. Because I know if I keep pushing, we're not gonna get anything, and then we're gonna have nothing left for Chipper next stream. It's just how it works, and it's already almost 750. I'm not gonna push it, y'all. We got the 3-3-1 like we talked about, and we'll come back to it. Better than nothing. Gosh, the thing I cannot say about 3-3-1s, just being one level off of that 3-3-2 or higher threshold for the end game sets. Gosh, every single time it just hurts my soul. Would have rather had a 3-3-3 right there and just kept pushing. But I'm listening to my guts today. I know for a fact if we keep going, we're not getting anything. So, you know what? I'll take the rewards we got from the mileage system. And you know what? Chipper Jones will work on next stream. And then depending on what happens with Chipper, maybe we come back to Eddie and try and push for something higher than a 3-3-1 in the next one as well. But for now, we're sticking with it. Let's change his set. And since we have Slugger, and it's not like it's the top tier skill that you want as a gold skill with it. But, you know, is it even worth greening at this point since I'm going to come back to it? And we have Pioneer 3-3-1? I don't even know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Since we're going to be coming back to it and we're not going to stick with this endgame set, do we just stick with this Slugger Instinct as a second skill for now and then not waste any greens or anything or blues? And just wait till we get that 3-3-2 set that we want to keep? Ben R, we know 3-3-1's is cheeks. That's why we're saying we're coming back to it. We know that. We are just trying to save our resources for Chipper next stream and getting something at least to make this card more useful than what it was before without any legend skills. So yeah, I don't think it's worth greens on that. Could we have gotten better stuff? 100%, but I just don't think it's worth it because we're not keeping that set long term. So I think we're just gonna call it there. I'll take it. We got 2 Supreme packs. We got Chipper, who we're working on the next stream. Move Frank over to first. Put Chipper at DH. Take care of another spot that's a diamond sig right now. Needs to be upgraded. We got it. I'm not gonna call that a W on Eddie, but it saved us from wasting all of our resources, thankfully. And yeah, you know what? I ain't complaining. I'll take it. We're set up for next stream to have a good upgrade session. So hopefully it ends up being a good one and not a bad one, but you never know with this account. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna move on to the giveaway with 750. Pretty much good timing, even though we started late. And then after that, we'll give out the coupon codes, look at some cards in the chat. We should have time, thankfully, and then we'll call it a stream. And also, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe. The goal is 150 likes to get the bonus coupon code. So if we hit 150 likes before we end the stream, we will give out the bonus coupon code. If we don't, then it won't be given out. So we are 22 likes off. 22 more likes to get to 150 to get the bonus coupon code sent out. So we are giving out the coupon codes after the giveaway, which we're about to do right now. If we can hit the 150 like goal by then, we'll give it out. And then if it ends up getting hit before the end of the stream, we'll give it out at the very end of the stream. But if it hits it before we're done with the giveaway, we'll give it out with the normal coupon code. So 22 likes away. Who can be the 150th like? How fast can we get there? All right, let's switch this over for the giveaway. All right, so let's see. What keyword do we want tonight? How this works, y'all, essentially, we're giving away 1,000 stars of 10 lucky winners, a total of 10,000 stars we're giving away tonight. We've been doing this every stream since April. We'll do it all the way through the end of the year. Aces, what is up, by the way? I just saw you in there, brother. How this works, all you have to do is be in the chat. We'll do a keyword, hashtag, whatever. Put that in the chat exactly as you see. You can spam it, doesn't matter. It'll only enter you once, though. Then we'll choose our 10 winners and then go from there. What are we feeling? What are we feeling, y'all? We're 10 likes away, almost down to single digits. Can we get a like spike going? How fast can we get there? Chip. You know what? Let's get hashtag Chipper for pulling Chip. That was a good pull, man. I like that. I like hashtag Chipper. That was a good pull. If we didn't pull someone good, I wouldn't have done it. But Chipper, those batting stats, he's our DH coming up. Let's get hashtag Chipper in the chat. You guys are free to spam hashtag Chipper in the chat. We'll give you guys a minute or two to enter, and then we'll start drawing. All you just got to do is put hashtag Chipper in the chat, just as you see other people doing. All lowercase, no spaces. You guys can spam it, but once you enter it once, it only enters you, and you doesn't keep entering you the more you spam, but you guys are free to spam it if you want. If you guys are good to start entering for the 1,000 star giveaway to 10 lucky winners, a total of 10,000 stars we're giving away. But while you guys are entering, if you guys end up winning, and only if you guys end up winning, if you guys end up winning, you got to do this for us. If you guys win tonight, and only if you win. If you don't win, you don't need to do this. But if you do, you need to go to your 3 bars down here behind the chat that you can see where my cursor is. Go to settings. You're going to copy this code, CS code, which for us is 132-258-856, and put that in the chat. And that's how they will send you over your 1,000 star giveaway reward. If you guys don't do that, they can't send it over to you. And if it's not put in the chat or on the comments of the stream once it's up as a video or on socials, by I think Sunday at midnight, coming up this week, the reward will be voided and won't be sent out. So only if you win do you need to put in your CS code. And that's how you get there. Any questions, let me know. But, all right. At 7:55, we'll start drawing. Less than 60 seconds. At 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time. At 7:55, we'll start drawing. The keyword is hashtag Chipper. If you guys just started joining in, we're about to give away 10,000 stars. We're going to give 1,000 stars to 10 lucky winners. If you guys would like a chance to join and enter to win that, put hashtag Chipper, all lowercase, in the chat, just like you see everyone doing. That'll enter you in. And if you join after we've already started pulling or choosing winners, you guys can still join for the remaining entries or winners. So don't worry about that if you're a little bit late joining in. All right, it's 7:55. We're gonna start drawing our first winners. And like I said, if you guys join in after we start, you guys can still join, but hashtag chipper in the chat. All right, and I think we just hit 150. From what I'm seeing in the chats, if we hit 150, congratulations, y'all. We just got the bonus coupon code sent out at the end of the stream after this giveaway. Appreciate y'all for liking it, and if you guys are new, I appreciate y'all subscribing as well. All right, first winner coming up. Let's see what it's gonna be. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got Chaos. First winner of the night is Chaos. Congratulations, we appreciate you entering. Please put your CS code in the chat so they can send you over your reward. 1 down, 9 to go. First winner is Chaos. Congratulations again. All right, number 2, who is it going to be? We got Uncle. Uncle is the second winner. We appreciate you entering. Congratulations. Please put your CS code in the chat so we can send it over to you. All right, on to the next. Winner number 3 is going to be... We got Jamie. Winner number 3, third time's a charm. Congratulations. We appreciate you entering. Please put your CS code in the chat so they can send you over your reward. 7 remaining. We're 3,000 stars down, 7,000 to give away. Who is number 4 going to be? We got Hector. Congratulations, Hector. Please put your CS code in the chat so we can send it over to you. Winner number 4. And now we're about to be halfway through after this next one. Who is it going to be? We got Mets Kid 57. Congratulations. We appreciate you entering. Put your CS code in the chat for us, please, so we can send you over that reward. And now we're halfway through. We've given away 5,000 stars. We have 5,000 more to give away. If you guys are just now joining in, if you guys would like to enter this giveaway, go to the chat and put hashtag chipper in the chat, all lowercase, no spaces. Just as you see everyone else doing, you guys are free to spam. It'll enter you in. And you guys will be considered for the remaining 5 winners or entries. All right, here we go. Let's see. The winner number 6 is... We got Master 4115. Congratulations, brother. Please put your in-game CS code in the chat so we can send you a reward. Congratulations again. Appreciate you entering. All right, we're 6 down, 4 remaining. Who is the 7th going to be? It is Preacher Man 613. Congratulations, my man. Appreciate you entering. Please put your CS code in the chat so we can send you a reward. All right, we're 7 down, 3 remaining. Last 3. Who is number 8 going to be? Don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm just gonna say B1. B1L. Congratulations on entering. Please put your in-game CS code in the chat so we can send you a reward. And now there are 2 remaining. 2 remaining, y'all. We've given away 8,000 stars. We got 2,000 to give away. Winner number 9 is going to be... We got Dan. Congratulations, Dan, on winning 1,000 stars. Please put your in-game CS code in the chat so we can send it over to you. And thank you again for entering, and congratulations. All right, we've given away 9,000 stars. We got 1,000 remaining. Who is the last winner going to be? Last but not least is... We got Beam. We got Beam as our last winner. Congratulations. Last but not least, please put your in-game CS code in the chat. We appreciate you entering. And we have now given away all 10,000 stars for this stream to 10 lucky winners, 1,000 stars apiece. But if you didn't win tonight, don't worry. You guys come back in the next stream 2 weeks from now here on the Innings 26 channel. We'll be doing this again. Every stream through the end of the year at least. And then from there on, we'll see what happens. But don't worry about that. And also, if you didn't win a giveaway 1,000 star reward tonight, don't worry, everyone's winners anyways, because we got the bonus coupon go of 150 likes to get the bonus coupon code along with the normal coupon code as well that we're giving out right now in the chat. So let's go ahead and switch that over, and then after that we will look at cards in the chat for a couple of minutes. So let's switch that back. Appreciate everyone entering again. If you guys are on iOS or Apple devices, the links that they're putting in the chat for both coupons, for the normal and the bonus, you guys have to click on that link in the chat. It'll take you to your browser, press on OK in the pop-up, and then it'll take you back to your game. Go to your inbox, you guys will see the rewards there. If you guys are on Android devices, you can do that version, or you can do the in-game method, which I'm about to show you guys right now, which if you guys click on the 3 lines back here, click on news. Oh, no, actually, no, it's not that way. That's the Rivals way. Sorry, I forgot that this one's a little bit different. If this ever wants to load, Rivals, you have to do that. I believe this one, go to the gold event baseball down here at the bottom. Click on enter coupon code right there. Click on the coupon exchange shop. And then if you type in the end of the links for both codes, which for the normal one is MLB 9I June 2026, hit use coupon. It'll say it's been redeemed. We already used it to test before stream. That's why it says it's already been used. And then for the bonus coupon code, if you do the end of that one, which will be 9I June, Jun, bonus 2026, the use coupon code. Already used it to test for the stream, but it'll say it's been redeemed. If you guys go to your inbox, you guys will see rewards there. Collect them all. And that wraps it up for that. Appreciate y'all for hanging with us tonight. Everyone that just watched the stream, liked the stream, got the bonus coupon goal of 150 likes, and anyone that was new subscribed, anyone that participated in the chat, anyone that entered the giveaway, we appreciate all y'all and your support. We really do. And then anyone that was new that subscribed, getting us close to the next goal of 35,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, we appreciate y'all as well. All right, so that wraps it up for the stream pretty much. But before we head out, we're going to look at cards in the chat for the last 4 minutes until 8:05 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys would like to show off a player, go to channel 777 and show off your cards there. We already got a list. Let's switch this over. All right, we're going to start with, we got Woo here to start. Beautiful card, 73 base. Loving that. And then we got Workhorse, Pitching Coordinator, and Giant Crusher, which with 4 pitches, you can get away with that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Giant Crusher could probably get rid of eventually, but. All right, we got Tomio 4. Obviously, this power is crazy. Always is. Got the crazy 22 GI as well. Born to be a Star. Surprise Shot, level 8. I actually haven't pulled that before, so let me know how it does for you. But obviously, it's better with the higher normal lineup power, which is a great card to use it for, given it's a 175 for you. So that's beautiful. If you get a 331 or higher, eventually that'd be awesome, but beautiful card right there. All right, not the best starting pitcher I've ever seen, but not bad at all. Jameson right here, Mr. Perfect, stability, last boss. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Obviously can get the 3rd skill eventually, but a 333 with Mr. Perfect. Good to see. All right, we got Winfield right here. Chance Maker, Spray Hitter, and Charisma. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Beautiful card right there. 76 base. That's a nice Supreme right there. That's a nice Supreme. Was this the card? What card were you saying, Dante? What card were we talking about earlier? Say Dave Winter? Yeah, stats don't really fit the legend skill. Yeah, I'm not worried about your stats right now. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I like the set for sure. I like the set for sure. I think I got a Chance Maker on my Griffey on my Reds deck too, which is good to have. I think like 1 or 2 of these, anything more, but that'll be solid. How's Spray Hitter doing that, by the way? Obviously, the higher the normal lineup contact, is better, which I see right there. I see what you're trying to do with the, for Spray Hitter. I see what you're saying about the legend skill. I see what you were doing there. I got you. I got you. Carlos, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Glad you can make it in here, my man. How you doing? All right, we got DeGrom 21. Obviously, his best year, 78 base tie with Kershaw. Beautiful. 6 stamina, not bad at all. Slow starter, dom pitcher, and ace. I don't really need to say anything else. That's a beautiful one right there. Beautiful set, beautiful card. Spada, Batter's Insight 333. Can get away with that. Spotlight Slugger. I like that 72 base too. I like that 72 base. We got Chris Sale 24. Believe he won the Triple Crown as well for this year, right? Chameleon, Clean Up Your Mess, and Last Boss. Solid 75 base. I think that's his best year. I think it's better than his best White Sox year, which is crazy to think about too. 75 base. I think his best year is a 74 on the White Sox. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I think chat is broken because I don't think anything's loaded in since we loaded in. Like loaded up the chat. That's kind of unfortunate. Saberhagen right here. 75 base. Beautiful card, obviously. Chameleon, Backbone, and Golden Pitcher. Obviously just got to get rid of that last skill. Backbone, more of a middle relief guy coming in, so I would probably change that with him being a starting pitcher. But besides that, beautiful, beautiful. Winfield, we just checked out from Dante. Yes, gotcha. Crazy good. Yeah, I got Spray Hitter on my Joe Morgan, but it didn't make sense for his set. but a spray hitter has definitely worked for certain skills from what we've talked about on stream too. We got Martinez, 73 base, Fireballer, and that won't be a super high level set, but Fireballer is not bad at all, obviously. Just good. Hopefully, he can get a better set down the road. And I think chat's broken, sadly. Nothing's loaded in, and now they're starting to load in. All right, it's already 8:05. If I didn't get a chance to look at your cards tonight, I apologize, y'all. But it's 8:05. I said I would look at cards until then. We'll try and look at more in the next stream, which since we'll be upgrading Chipper, we should have ample time at the end. Unless it really goes bad and takes forever. We should have time to look at even more cards in chat, hopefully, in the next stream. All right, that's going to pretty much do it. We appreciate y'all. You guys, seriously, you're awesome. Appreciate your guys' support. We'll be back next Monday on the Rivals channel at 7 p.m. Standard Time. Back with the Nats deck. And then 2 weeks from now, we'll be back here on the 9 Innings 26 channel with this White Sox deck. Hopefully working on Chipper to make him our new DH and move Frank Thomas to first and get rid of our Diamond Sig in there that needs to be upgraded anyways. So we'll make some strides hopefully next stream. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and again, if you guys are new, go ahead and hit that sub button, and let's see how high we can get the likes up on this stream/video when it's done. Guys, have a great night. Stay safe. Let's see you guys next time. Peace.